If many of you haven't noticed, for those who have been watching my videos for some period of time, or for those of you who are new, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I have a Lisp. You probably heard it just then. What is a Lisp? We're not going to get into too much detail. Well, because there's no need. A Lisp is essentially, it's a tongue displacement when you're born, where when you pronounce the word S, it sounds like you're saying f, and I believe it was Z, it sounds a certain way too. Now, I only have one of those issues, and that's when I pronounce the S. Probably heard it again. And I never really felt insecure about it now. I did have some people point it out to me in the past, and even some unfortunate circumstances where people would make fun of me for it. But weirdly enough, in this case, I never felt insecure from it. And, it's something I'm proud of and I take pride of to this day. And I'd like to adopt that mindset. Yeah, I still have it adopted, but more so throw it out to you for anyone who has a Lisp. Guys, man, you can still become something great regardless of the physical disability you have, man. Who gives a fuck if I have a Lisp? Do you think anyone gives a fuck? They don't give a fuck? No! You think they're like, you think my fans are like, oh, this guy speaks well, but he's got 200 subscribers, but he's got a Lisp, so I'm not going to subscribe. No. Those 200 people, past people, they didn't give a fuck. You can still give words of wisdom. You can still encourage. Fuck your Lisp. It's not your fault anyway. We can't fix it. I'm not doing tongue surgery. Fuck that. I was born with it. God, he probably gave it to me for a reason. I conquered that insecurity, and I'm going to help others do it with my words. So it doesn't matter. It's about the energy you give off, man. The energy. Now, I did fall into a few spirals. Now, I did tell you just now that I never had the insecurities. From birth, yes. Growing up, I never really had the insecurity. When individuals will try to bestow it upon me, try to put me down for having said thing which is out of my control. They try to exploit me for it, make me feel down, dimmer my confidence. It never worked. Right? During those periods when the initial phases where I wasn't even aware what a Lisp was. But I did go through some phases where having a Lisp, it did, I went through a few embarrassing moments, right? So I remember I was in college. This must have been about a year ago or 2 years ago now. And in short, we had this conversation about school supplies and whatnot. And I don't remember the entire story to the finest detail, but I do remember I mentioned the word sheets, as in sheets of paper. But, I had the intention of mentioning the word sheets, in terms of sheets of paper. But guess what word came out of my mouth? Sweets. Yes, sweets for candy. And I knew it myself. I was like, fuck. Because I knew. And of course, the person I was talking to, he is still a smart guy. He was a smart guy then also. He has a good ear on his shoulders. Called me out on it. Not in the sense of, God, you have a Lisp, nah. But from the mere fact that I said sweets. I was embarrassed, but I have the superpower of not showing my embarrassment. And it doesn't haunt me long term. But at that moment, I was like, fuck, man. Fuck's sake. I'll tell you this story to tell you how it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. If it's out of your control, why worry about it? No one's born perfect. No one is born perfect. I've always been a bit mentally slow growing up. Okay, cool. I guess I was just born like that. Now, I'll find ways to quicken that. I would say YouTube helped me out a lot more. Helped me with my alertive skills, my speaking skills and whatnot. I wasn't the best speaker. I know I write poems now. You guys have probably seen my poems. Check out the description. You guys have probably seen my videos now. This guy is really good at speaking. I wasn't always good like that. I had to get called out by staff teachers in primary school for speech and language therapy lessons. Because my English wasn't as good as the other kids. Now, people were too quick to, instill their destructive criticism on me. Do you know how many fucking people called me autistic? Because I had a skill issue because I wasn't speaking as good as other people yet. Maybe it's just a skill issue, you fucking prick. Did you ever consider how I felt, you fucking heartless bitch? All these fuckers too quick to insult me. Oh, Gordon, you have this. Oh, Gordon, you have this mental disability. You have that, you have this, you have this. Are you a doctor? Did you even get me checked? You fucking prick. Don't jump to conclusions. I'm not angry when I say that. I don't have shame when I say that too. But it's more so the passion, because I know the impact of words on little children, because I was once a little child, you know? And when you have everyone call you shitty names, especially when you're a kid. Don't get me wrong, the way I am now, I'm turning 20 in 6 months. Those words don't affect me anymore. But it did back then. I was a fucking kid. Come on. Cut me some slack. You fucking Doug. Hurt. Yeah? This is why I'm making this video, because there's probably people out there who too have a lisp. They're probably really good speakers, like I am, due to practice and hard work and skill. But they're too scared and they're too afraid to show it because of the judgment of other people. It's all fucking people. It all comes down to people, man. I love you guys, and I'm talking to the people with the lisps. I know you guys have brilliant social skills. I know you do. I know you guys do. But you don't have that confidence in yourself because you fear someone laughing at you. You fear someone laughing at you, your tongue placement, which you can't control anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. I promise you, after school, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter, man. I promise you. I have 206 subscribers. You think they give a fuck if I have a lisp? No. It's about the inspiration, the word, the message, you as a person. Don't let your fucking lisp define you. I don't like swearing much, but this video is needed. You can become something, man. You can become something great, regardless of your physical disability. I promise. I have a fucking lisp. It doesn't matter, though. I don't let it haunt me. Now, the thought may have arrived a few times in my life, but I never let that haunt me for the entire day. You think I'm editing my videos thinking, oh, but I said the word this certain way, so they're not gonna like. There's people who speak English on their videos, and English isn't even their native fucking language, and they're still inspiring people. I promise you guys, and no one's perfect anyway. But you're pedestalizing all of these people like they're perfect. They may have a physical or mental disability that you're not even aware of. See what I'm saying? Not every disability is physical by sight. Some is within, but you will never know. You know how many people I met, brilliant speakers, then they tell me they're dyslexic? Damn, and I think, damn, for someone who's dyslexic, you speak really well. And I don't mean that as a backhanded compliment. I genuinely mean that. The fact that you were able to take your a flaw which was, out of your control and done the best with your life to make that a better skill, that's absolutely admirable. And I speak as a testament with my lisp. Best case scenario, you guys can barely hear it, but if you can, all right then. It's out of my control. I was born with it, all right. It's not my fault. I had an irregular tongue displacement, but my siblings did that. Okay, what can I do? I'm not going to cry over spilled milk, am I? No. What an awful way to live your life. Fucking march on! Man! I'm passionate as fuck about this, man. Look how dark it is in the morning. Look, guys. It's like 5 in the morning in the winter. No one's here. Barely anyone run. I only feel like 2 people shout to the one guy on the bike. Hey, own yourself, bro. Love you guys are like, oh, I can't pull women because I have a lisp. But guys, I have a lisp. I have no fear talking to women. No fear. You know why? Most men are scared to talk to women anyway. So why should I be scared? Huh. I believe in myself, man. I'm the GOAT. Maybe not through your eyes, and it doesn't have to be through your eyes. It shouldn't. You should be the GOAT in your eyes, man. Because I'm the fucking main character in my perspective. You're all side characters. Now, side characters isn't me dehumanizing people. Let's get that clear. Side characters are simply people other than you. Everyone's a side character in my life. I am the main character. A lot of you guys say, oh, main character syndrome is bad. Well, no, it's not bad. You were born by yourself, right? First person narrative. Everything you see is first person. Now we could assume what it would be like from a second or or third person perspective, yes. However, everything in your life right now is first person perspective. Your worldview, not mine. From your perspective, I'm second person. Right? And same vice versa. I'm first person, you're second, and the same reverses. Don't let any insecurity, physical, mental disability put you down or give you this false belief that you're not able to do anything. Don't let that poison in your mind, please. You can do anything you want. I'm 20% on the way to reaching 1,000 subscribers now. I have a Lisp. Always have had a Lisp. Oh, it's funny. Oh yeah, looking back, that was very funny. Hey, I was in the bottom of my class for English class. I remember I was always getting made fun of. Gordon is this, Gordon is that. Bottom of my class. I rose up in the end. Then this was back in school days. I used to be in the bottom of English class. Worked my way up. We had sets, right? And a lot of people, they were too judgmental. They were too quick to critique and bash other people for their learning capabilities, their learning speeds. They were too quick to tell me I was in sets 4. They were too quick to tell me, oh, Gordon, you have this. Gordon, you have that. Gordon, you're disabled. Gordon, you're disabled. You're autistic or whatever. Whether I am or not, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't mean nothing that's going to find me. But even if I were, I don't know if I am or not. I don't know. I don't care. But even if you were, whether you were or not, doesn't matter. We can change. I rose my way up. And let's say all of those mean words were allegedly true. Still rose my way up. I still went from set 4 to set 1. And a lot of people believe sets as, and this is what fucked me up a lot of the time in secondary school, guys. Everyone would come up to me and tell me, Gordon, you're this or that. It fucked up my self-image, man. I didn't have the good head on my shoulders that I have now back then. So it fucked me up. You can only imagine, right? So they viewed sets as just intelligence quotient, IQ, if you will. So if you're in set 4, you're stupid. If you're set 1, you're a genius. No, it's just about learning pace, you know? It was just that set 4 learnt the slowest, set 1 learnt the quickest. It's funny, because I rose up from set 4 to set 1, right? And naturally, I don't know why there was this stigma when I was in secondary school. Whenever you're in set 4, you just attract a lot of haters. People treated you like you had Ebola or a fucking plague. I remember every time I'd walk to a friendship group, they're like, oh yeah, move away, man, you say, So no wonder kids let that get to them. I don't blame them. It doesn't justify them letting it get to them, but it does happen, and I'm speaking from experience. We can't let those words get to us. And you're always gonna have haters. So I told you just now how I had haters for being in set 4. When I rose up to set 1, I still had haters behind my fucking back. So the haters will never run. They're like chewing gums. So you just have to ignore them. Jesus Christ was stricken, beaten, stripped for our sake. So if you think you can walk a Disney life where you're gonna have no injuries, you're in for a rude awakening, I tell you. And you should expect that. It's actually freeing in a way. When you're told the truth, that it's not gonna be cookie cutter life. It's not gonna be all Disney clean. Hits will come your way. I get hate all the time on my videos now. It's a good thing. It's perspective. It's a good thing because it means you're on the right path. I haven't heard a single successful person who hasn't experienced even the liquor of hate. Have you? I haven't. I can't find any case studies. Every successful person gets hate. Everyone, I don't care how kind you are. You're going to get hate at some point. Newton's third law. For everything, there's always a positive, equal, and opposite force, right? There's always an equal and opposite force. Don't let the Lisp get to you, man. You can become something, man. I was an underdog in my high school. I got grade 7 for English literature. But they said I had speaking disabilities, right? But I've attracted 200 people to my channel. And I inspired hundreds. So, fuck you, science. Don't be too quick to judge us. If anyone has a Lisp, know who you are. Don't let that get you down. Know that you're more than that Lisp. And really, man, hey, You may be in high school, so maybe that's why you think of it too much. I promise you, when you get out of high school, you realize how fucked up the world is. No one is perfect, man. March on, brother. Do your thing, man. And I'm living proof of it. I'll forever have a Lisp. That's fine. I can't fight it. I don't care what mental disability you have also. You can become something. Elon Musk has autism. Look at the success he is. Isn't? He has more money than these so-called professors with no, who are so perfect to diagnose others. He's got more money than you, though. He's contributed to the world more than you, though. You know? So don't let anyone put yourself down. Anyone put you down. Regardless of what you have, you can become something. You can be something, man. You can be something, bro. I promise you. If you just have an open heart, a willingness to learn, and a passion for your drive, the thought of suicide, toss that to the side. You got this, man. This is for anyone with the lisps out there. I'm here for you, man. I hear you. This video is for you. Thank you for watching.